He left.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is my official ballot and Joel's ballot for the Game Awards 2022 coming Thursday, December 8th. It's gonna be fun. Haven't been hyped for the award ceremony ever, and this is our opportunity. Let's go! And we're live!
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. This has been postponed a few times. But we're chilling. We're good. So let me F11 that.
And now we're in the moment. Nothing like the present, you know?
And let me do this. Okay, this is the nominee screen. Basically, our job is to, if you want to vote independently, feel free to do that. In fact, I encourage you to vote independently too. But right now, our job is to talk about the games and then vote in their categories. You know what? Let's go backwards. How about that? Let's go backwards. We're going to save the best for last.
Wait, are we allowed to go backwards?
We can go in any order we want. It's just Game of the Year. You know, everybody's probably focused on Game of the Year. So I figured we start from best esports event and go backwards. How about that?
Yes.
Okay.
Get it.
Starting nominee number 1. Best esports event. We have EVO 2022, 2022 League of Legends World Championship, PGL Major Antwerp 2022, the 2022 Mid-Season Invitational, and Valorant Champions 2022. Okay. I know the 2022 League of Legends, it's League of Legends. Valorant Champions, it's Valorant. What do the other 3 entail? What do these mean? Maybe we can use this opportunity to do some quick research.
Yes. I don't really know about the PGL. I've never heard.
EVO 2022.
EVO is like the fighting games. I know that.
Oh, okay. And then PGL Major Antwerp. Oh, it was a CSGO major. Okay. And the 2022 Mid-Season Invitational.
Seems like...
What's this?
Oh,
there were 2 tournaments?
Yeah, mid-season.
League was nominated twice in this category.
Yeah. Like, half of these are Riot. Alright. So, personally, I would vote for... I'll vote for Worlds. League of Legends Worlds. Because that event is always so hype.
Yes.
And especially this year's. So like there's like a little like kind of rivalry slash story going on. Like, I don't know if we're allowed to watch. Let me see. Is it? So there's like there's a Worlds trailer where it explains like kind of all of it. If you want to watch it. It was about 2 of these players. I'm trying to send you the link.
I can only vote for 2 of these with the knowledge that I have. I'm gonna be honest. It's a basically one vote show for me.
Which one would you vote for?
The only one I have the most knowledge of is Valorant Champions. You know, coming from a background in shooters, tactical shooters, in particular. You know, I've played Valorant. I've played Valorant the most of all the games here. possibly. So, it's a one vote show for me. I don't really know how else to put it. But let's kick off the nominees for tonight with our first vote, or my first vote rather. I have Valorant Champions 2022 locked in. Votes been placed.
This video? Oh, it's this video, bro. You gotta watch this.
Okay.
So so my vote is for League of Legends Worlds, bro, because this year's Worlds had like a whole background story going on. Had some like lore. Send you the link.
Did you just place your vote in on the website?
Yes.
Cool. Okay.
Oh, gotta sign in. Hold up.
I'll mute it just for safety.
Okay. So basically, right? In this year's World, it was T1 versus DRX, and basically, Faker is known as like one of the best players in the world. Okay, and then he's on T1, and then Deft, I think he's pretty. No, he's not new, but like he's been trying to go for Worlds for a long time, and this is his last year to attempt it because next year he's planning to retire and go to the army to serve his 2 years, his mandatory 2 years of service, because in Korea they have that. And basically, Deft and Faker went to the same high school growing up, and they had the same interest of playing League. And basically, like they kind of saw each other's rivals, but Faker, like he was the one who to like rise first and like be really good, and Deft was kind of put behind. And so like Deft like climbed through the ranks and like climbed like super far in order to be here, like trying to like facing Faker, who was from the same position like when like way back, like they came from like the same point, but Faker was just higher, and Deft was left behind. And so like basically like this is Deft's like last chance to prove himself to the world. And so like it was so crazy, bro. It was so crazy. And then spoiler alert, DRX won the world champion. So like it was so crazy, bro.
Which one is
So crazy.
Deft on?
DRX.
I see. Okay.
It was so intense. Like it had some like this world has some lore. You know what I mean? Like it had like a reason for you to be like like it literally says it seems like a plot for a movie. Final dance. It was so crazy, bro.
You know what? I understand that.
There's a lot of high emotions too. Like when DRX won, a player from T1 started crying a lot.
I saw that, yeah. I saw that.
And I felt so bad for him.
Yeah.
Like there were so many emotions going on during this game, and it was amazing. So my vote, 2022 League of Legends World Championship.
Understandable. You know what? You know the background. That is a valid vote. And you know what? Any vote you pick from here on out is valid. But yours is reinforced by some real emotions and real knowledge. So that's cool.
Yeah, Valorant was good too. I watched the Valorant World Championships, and it was alright. It wasn't as hype as Worlds though, because like with Worlds is like performances. Like there's a performance with Jackson Wang and Lil Nas X. That was really fun.
Okay.
And the stage for Worlds is amazing. I guess same for Val, but like I just liked the Worlds, and there's like so many people there too. It was so crazy.
How many people usually attend these events in person?
Like tens of thousands, I'd say.
But
I think Valorant had a little bit less because it was kind of, I think it was like COVID going around, a little outburst of COVID. So not a lot of people showed up, and because it's also like in a different, I forgot where Worlds are. It was in Mexico City, so it was like really easy to go to Worlds for 2022.
Hmm.
Oh, no, no, never mind. Mexico City. Oh, it was like a lot of different places, but for finals, it was at the Chase Center in San Francisco. So it was like really easy to go to Worlds. But for Valorant, it was like in some EU country. I forgot. Was it Copenhagen?
Denmark. Ooh.
Oh no, Istanbul.
Oh, Turkey.
So it was like kind of harder to get there.
Okay.
So that's why there's a lot of people at Worlds for a league, but not for champions.
That's cool. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So best esports event we have voted. Next, best esports coach.
Wait, do I just press previous category? Right.
Yeah, previous category. Okay. I forgot to read the little description. Recognizing an event across single or multiple days that delivered a best-of-class experience for participants and the broadcast audience. Okay. Next, best esports coach. The esports coach judged to be the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2022.
Yeah, I don't really keep up with coaches, so
I don't either.
I don't. I can only recognize the Valorant coaches.
Oh, okay. So which of the two are you leaning towards?
Well, Loud won this year's 2022 champions, which is Bizka, but FPX was pretty close to winning too. But I mean, I might just vote for Bizka because he won 2022 Worlds or 2022 champions, and you gotta be a really good coach if you want to do that.
Okay. Yeah, this is a bandwagon moment for me. I will probably vote for is his name Bizka, you said?
I think so.
Okay. Matthias Tarasconi. Okay, so our vote for best esports coach goes to Matthias Bizka Tarasconi. And our vote has been placed. Again, we don't know much about these guys, but just knowing now that Loud won the Valorant Champions joint, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess by default, then that's the best esports coach. Nice. All right, the next category. We have Best Esports Team, recognizing a specific esports team, not the full organization. Judged the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2022. And our options are Dark Zero Esports Apex Legends Team, FaZe Clan's CSGO Team, I'm just going to say the character, Gen.G League of Legends team, LA Thieves Call of Duty team, and Loud's Valorant team. Alright.
So I haven't really been kept up with CS:GO or Apex Legends. I mean, I did watch for a little bit, but I don't really recognize Dark Zero. League of Legends, I've only watched like semifinals and Worlds. I haven't really watched the whole season, so I don't really know much about Gen G. I heard a lot of things about LA Thieves though. I heard that they're really good, and since it's from 100 Thieves, that's they're under 100 Thieves.
Okay.
So, I mean, like, for me, I mean, for Valorant, I wasn't rooting for Loud. I was rooting for the other team. Optic, was it Optic? No, it was Loud versus Optic. Yeah, Loud versus Optic. I was rooting for Optic instead of Loud.
Okay.
So, honestly, just because I like 100 Thieves, I would go for LA Thieves Call of Duty.
Okay.
Even though I don't really watch the CDL.
Alright, now here's a question out of curiosity. This best esports team is recognized for performance and conduct. Do you think there's a reason why the finalists for Worlds were not included in this category?
I'm honestly not sure. I was kind of curious on why the finalists are not here. Shut up, Genji.
Is there anything outstanding that Gen G did to take the spot over their finalist contemporaries? Because
Maybe they just were like really good during the season and then just kind of choked at the. Oh yeah, they lost in the semifinals.
okay,
Lost semifinals against DRX.
maybe they were just nicer. They were cooler. I don't know. I don't.
Probably.
I don't know any controversies for I already forgot the teams. DRX and the other one. I don't know if they've
T1?
Yeah, T1. I don't know if they've been embroiled in any controversy to allow Gen G to take this spot. But you know what? Just for novelty, okay, just for it being the most popular among these, I am actually gonna vote, and this is based on pure just intuition. I know nothing. I'm gonna vote for Loud's Valorant team for this one, just cause they have a good coach that's been nominated for best esports coach. Why not pair that vote with best esports team? So my vote for best esports team will be Loud's Valorant team. And what is yours again?
LA Thieves.
LA Thieves. Cool. All right, so that's our third vote in. Next category. Best esports athlete. The esports athlete judged to be the most outstanding for performance and conduct in 2022, irrespective of game. So that's basically just MVP of the year or something. That's what it sounds like to me. Okay, so I'm probably gonna butcher these. So let's just use their usernames. So we have from Gen G's League of Legends team, we have Chovy. From T1's League of Legends team, we have Faker. From FaZe Clan's CSGO team, we have Kerrigan. From Navi's CSGO team, we have Simple. I think he's the number 1 ranked CSGO player in the world, last time I checked. And we have from Cloud9's Valorant team, we have Yay. Based on pure knowledge, there's really only one person I can vote for, but what do you have to offer?
So, Faker is like hailed as the GOAT of League of Legends.
Okay.
Like he's won, I think, 3 world championships. That says a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Simple is also regarded as one of the best CS:GO players. I don't really watch CS:GO, so I think my vote is not for him. I don't really know who Kerrigan and Chovy are. Well, I've seen Chovy around, but I haven't really kept up with him because I usually just watch like Faker, and, like other stuff. And Yay, I like Yay because he's Valorant. I've been keeping up. I do sometimes watch his streams. His nickname is El Diablo.
El Diablo.
He's really good with the op and chamber. Bro's like is actually nuts.
I see.
And honestly, like, I would probably vote for Yay here.
Okay.
Even though Faker, like, I love Faker, like, bro inspired me to play League of Legends, or at least like mid lane. But I'll go for Yay here because I actually kept up with him this year.
Okay, that's
him develop.
That's fair. My vote here, again, very limited knowledge, but in terms of keeping up to date, I think I'm gonna vote for Simple here, mostly because I watched the live stream with Tim of Simple being I guess nominated / recognized as the number 1 CS:GO player in the world. So with that said, my vote for best esports athlete goes to Simple. And yours will be for C9 Yay. And you brought up a valid reasoning as to why you voted for that. That's cool. And I might be slow again in speech because I've been in school mode this past few weeks since the last podcast. So yeah, I'm a little slow in speech. But
All good.
let's continue on to the next category for best esports game. So now we're actually moving up the ranks here. Okay. Best esports game for the game that has delivered the best overall esports experience to players, inclusive of tournaments, community support, and content updates, irrespective of genre or platform. And the nominees are Valve's Counter-Strike Global Offensive, also known as CSGO, Valve's Dota 2, Riot Games' League of Legends, Psyonix's Rocket League, and Riot Games' Valorant.
Ooh, hard, bro.
What are you feeling?
So there's a lot of these 5 games are really great games. Like CS:GO and Dota 2, like they've been like kind of OGs for a while. You can say with League of Legends, Rocket League and Valorant, they're kind of relatively new. I guess like Valorant's newer, but Rocket League has been, it's kind of the middle child. But kind of narrowing it down, I don't really watch CS:GO, so I'll probably take off the list. But I know it's like really good. Dota 2 I'll take off my list too because I don't really watch Dota 2. But I can say this about Dota 2: like their prize pools are actually insane.
Really?
Like they're the first esport to do like millions of dollars for the prize pool. So I give them credit for that.
That's interesting.
So League of Legends, Rocket League, Valorant. I think I would have to take off Rocket League.
Okay.
Because I don't really watch Rocket League either, but I know that Rocket League, like they have a lot of great players, and I think it's a really great esport to get into when you're really young.
Okay.
'Cause I know one of my friends actually competed for a team. Well, he tried to like kind of climb the ranks, but he had school and stuff like that. So, but I can see like Rocket League like being a really great esport in the future. And I think it is a great esport. And so my choice comes down to League of Legends and Valorant. League of Legends has been in like an OG, for like literally like almost a decade. I think has been a decade, almost. I forgot, but it's been a while. Like League of Legends has been kind of running. Like League of Legends, they always have great songs, great Worlds performances, great League of Legends like teams, and like super good. And with Valorant, like Valorant is like kind of the only one I keep up with like consistently. Like I keep with League of Legends sometimes, but sometimes like based off. So this is based off overall user experience to players.
Sure.
And personally, I feel like it's easier to watch Valorant than to watch League of Legends. Because Valorant, it's like, oh, point and click. Okay, he's dead. Like, I know he's dead. But with League of Legends, like, I understand that if you're new and you don't know, like, what the hell League of Legends is and you watch a game, like, you won't get it at all. So, I feel like I'm torn between these two. But based off the description, best overall experience to players, inclusive of tournaments, community support, and content updates, I would have to say Valorant. Just because it's way easier to watch, and also like the community over there is very great. Like you can honestly just hop into a Valorant game and just know what's happening right off the bat, and yeah, like League of Legends is also good. I feel like if League of Legends as a game was easy to understand, I would definitely give it to League of Legends because the experience of like, oh man, it's almost Worlds. Like you get the song released, and there's so much hype around it. But I feel like if you really want to appreciate League of Legends, you gotta be like in the circle of League of Legends. That's what kind of holds it back. Well, Valorant, I feel like it's really easy to get into. So I'm voting. My vote is for Valorant.
I like that rationale. That was a very good explanation, actually. I like that rationale. And ultimately, my vote also comes down to Valorant. Now, in terms of what's it called? Barrier to entry, right? We could probably eliminate the point and click. Well, you probably shouldn't generalize it like that, but the point and click games, Dota 2 and League of Legends, those bird's eye view looking things.
Who does?
Rocket League, you know, it's cars. The only thing holding Rocket League back is its, I would argue, its popularity. Its esports scene, then again, I don't know nothing, but it hasn't been, the international esports scene hasn't been advertised to me as much as, say, the Valorant Champions or the major, the Antwerp major. So we put Rocket League out of that equation, and then the two shooters, CS:GO and Valorant. I think Valorant has become more of a phenomenon than CS:GO, because, you know, for a shooter to kind of introduce players that haven't even touched the shooter genre and have it be their first shooter, that's impressive, actually. And not only that, just make it a whole mainstream sort of thing. I want to say Riot does a good job at listening to their community and analyzing gameplay. And then I guess the driving point here, Valorant it has a low barrier to entry. You know, well, you said this was easier to understand, and I agree. And also, you know, the overall aesthetic too. It's just an easy game to understand, and that's why it probably got so much traction in the past few years. So, my vote for best esports game and your vote for best esports game will be Riot Games' Valorant. And our vote is placed, and now we move on to the next category. Next category is most anticipated game. So we're out of esports territory, I think. So this is where I can maybe offer a little bit more feedback. So most anticipated game, recognizing an announced game that, oh, you know what? I should have asked who shouldn't have been left off the nominees. I did that for one category, but I forgot to do that for the rest. But esports, yeah, it's big. So most anticipated game, recognizing an announced game that has demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. Now let's read that again. That's an interesting description. Recognizing
demonstrably.
Yeah, I don't really know what that word means either, just specifically, but I haven't used it. Recognizing an announced game that has demonstrably illustrated potential to push the gaming medium forward. So, basically, the Game Awards trusts these 5 games to innovate in their genre. And these 5 games are Square Enix's Final Fantasy 16, Avalanche Software and WB Games' Hogwarts Legacy, Capcom's Resident Evil 4 * remake, Bethesda Game Studios and Bethesda's Starfield, and finally Nintendo EPD and Nintendo's The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Now, before we start, are there any games here that you think should have been on this list? Should have been nominated, rather.
Ooh. Honestly, not sure. Yeah, I can't really think of anything that's top of my head. How about you?
You know, honestly, when I saw this category, the first game that I thought of was Kingdom Hearts 4. I was curious why Kingdom Hearts 4 was not included on here. I watched the trailer back in April, the day of release, and you know what? I've been anticipating content ever since April.
The Sora being like an actual human, bro.
Yeah,
like looking like a human. I'm like,
yeah,
that caught me so off guard, but you know,
he's kind of in a little Final Fantasy world. Yeah. But you know, I'm super. You know, I guess I'm a huge. You know what? Kingdom Hearts is a special series to me, and I guess you could say I'm a fan. I'm a big fan of the series. So yeah, I would have put Kingdom Hearts 4 here for most anticipated game. Ooh, well, to push the gaming medium forward. Maybe under that criterion, maybe I would understand Kingdom Hearts 4 being left off. But then you have stuff like a whole remake of a previous game, and yeah. And we already have a sequel to a critically one of the greatest games of all time, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. It's just interesting why Kingdom Hearts 4 maybe it was in the discussion, but it hasn't been included.
Maybe because like there's not a lot of information on it.
Yeah.
Maybe because like these 5 games, like you already know what's gonna like happen and be in these games. But with like Kingdom Hearts 4, it's kind of like all you know is like, oh, better graphics and like,
Oh shoot.
like it looks more realistic.
Yeah.
We don't know like, oh, is it gonna change up the gameplay, or is it gonna like, have like a new feature or something? You know what I mean? Just to distinguish it from the rest. So
Yeah.
I think that's probably the reason why.
That's fair. And that's where a game like The Legend of Zelda might have an edge too, because I didn't know this was called Tears of the Kingdom until the Game Awards said it was. I just thought of this as The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. That's what I knew it as when I saw the trailer. I don't remember if it was...
Yeah, it says it's Tears of the Kingdom in the trailer.
Oh, okay. I don't remember if the trailer was a year ago at the Game Awards. I don't remember.
There was a trailer recently, a couple months ago.
Oh, okay.
Of Zelda.
Interesting. So...
This is a hard one. Cause like, so when I first saw the title, most anticipated game, and I saw these 5 things, I was like, all right, easy, Legend of Zelda. But when it said potential to push the game moving forward, like, kind of got me thinking between Legend of Zelda and Hogwarts Legacy. Because I know like Hogwarts Legacy, like it's an open world. Is it open world? Yeah, open world game, and it's like also in the Harry Potter universe, and they're like implementing a bunch of stuff in Hogwarts Legacy. So like I guess it could like push the game medium forward, but at the same time, like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild already kind of did push the game medium forward. Like, dude, it just like it set the trend for open world games and how to do an open world game. But at the same time, like we don't know how like similar Tears of the Kingdom is to Breath of the Wild. I know it's like it's basically it's gonna be another open world game, but I don't know how they're gonna improve on the genre. So I don't know, but I think like Hogwarts Legacy, like I don't really keep up with Harry Potter, so it's most likely that I feel like I am gonna play it, but only at a discount. But Breath of the Wild or Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, I would honestly get it day one. So I feel like my votes personally, like my most anticipated game, Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay.
My vote.
Interesting.
It's like raw face value, most anticipated game, instantly Tears of the Kingdom.
Okay. All right. Well said. I haven't seen the most gameplay for these games. All I remember is that Final Fantasy 16 does a little bit more fantasy this time around. I've seen lots of mythical swords and dragons in the last trailer I've seen. Hogwarts Legacy, I've seen Hollow on YouTube play a little bit of that game, but just a little bit. I watched maybe a few minutes. It looked about as Harry Potter as it gets, you know. So I have them, you know, I have pictures in my mind of what Hogwarts Legacy looks like. Resident Evil 4, completely in the dark with. Starfield, haven't seen any gameplay ever since it was announced that it was an Xbox exclusive. So that just kind of took me off my radar. Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, did watch a trailer earlier this year or maybe last year. Haven't seen anything since. But you know, with the stuff I know and with the given description, my vote for most anticipated game will be Avalanche Software and WB Games Hogwarts Legacy. So I'm going to input that as my 6th overall vote for the Game Awards 2022. All right. Next category. Best Adaptation. Recognizing outstanding creative work that faithfully and authentically adapts a video game to another entertainment medium. The nominees are... I'm not even going to do the companies and whatever. We're just going to say the titles. The nominees are Arcane of League of Legends, Cyberpunk Edge Runners, The Cuphead Show, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and Uncharted. Now, you've told me, I think, if I'm not mistaken, you've seen all of these except The Cuphead Show?
I haven't seen Uncharted yet.
Okay.
I haven't even played Uncharted yet, just to be honest. And Cuphead, I haven't even played Cuphead, but my little sister watched the Cuphead show.
Oh, really?
I saw a little bit. I saw a couple clips, and I don't really play Cuphead either. But Arcane, Cyberpunk, Sonic the Hedgehog, yo, this is hard for me, man. All right, let me start off. I feel like I have to eliminate Sonic the Hedgehog too, just because I love Sonic, dude. I love Sonic, bro. I pre-ordered Sonic Frontiers, bro, and I still enjoy that game, but it's such as like a movie. It's like, I don't know, it's just like less of an impact than Arcane and Cyberpunk, to me at least. I still love Sonic though, so sorry, but I'll have to get rid of Sonic Hedgehog 2.
Okay.
And Arcane versus Cyberpunk Edge Runners. They're both great shows. Like, honestly, like top 10 shows, bro. Not even top 10, top 5. Like, both of these shows are really good. But to me, I feel like
They can't stop me.
I have to give it to.
Yo, what's good, my B-dangs?
think-
You guys trying to fucking... The fuck? You guys trying to play some Warzone?
Macy's right now,
Alright,
bro.
I think my votes has to be Arcane.
Arcane.
No,
Okay.
Just because,
Like that.
like, I love League of
Valorant.
Legends lore, bro.
Valorant.
League of Legends lore is goated. Like, I would watch this YouTuber called Necrit, and I would literally like, it's like 30-minute videos on just like League of Legends lore. And dude, it's amazing. I love League of Legends. And when Arcane came out, like I already knew like some of the lore, and so like, it was just a better experience for me. To, like watch Arcane. It was so hype.
Interesting.
But I have to give it to I have to give it, but I have to give credit to Cyberpunk because like, dude, Cyberpunk Edge Runners was really good, and it made me buy the game. Try it out.
Oh, you have
So,
it on
like-
the PS5, right?
Yeah, I bought the game just because of Cyberpunk Edge Runners, and so I have to get credit's due, which is Cyberpunk. But my vote is Arcane, bro, because Arcane, goated show,
Very cool.
Okay.
and it's even better if you watch League of Legends. But you could still watch Arcane without knowing League of Legends lore,
I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard that.
and it makes it like it still makes it a good experience to watch. So my
And-
vote is on Arcane.
Yeah. With that said, you don't have to know League of Legends. You know, that's a cool what's it called? That's a nice aspect to have of a video game adaptation. You don't have to play the video game to understand the adaptation. And in some cases with you, the adaptation makes you want to play the video
You
game.
guys need to
So
drop
that's
Yeah,
cool.
Cyberpunk also did really well, dude. Like you don't have to know Cyberpunk lore to watch Cyberpunk, but like that shit made me play the game, which is crazy.
The vote?
Yeah, you made me buy the game.
So,
Oh, what is it?
what's up?
Uncharted.
Your vote is for Uncharted, David?
I fucking love Uncharted. It's like the nostalgia factor because I watched so much. Because I played all the games.
Did you
Uncharted was so fire.
So, if you want to vote, you can sign in to the Game Awards website and vote along with us.
I'm dropping the beat.
We're going backwards because I think we're gonna save Game of the Year till last because
just saved
that
the
one's
whole
gonna have
from
probably
the
the biggest discussion around it. But for a lot of maybe the exact reasons that Joel has stated. You know, I've seen none of these, but I've heard the buzz around Arcane was the greatest. And also, you know, you mentioned that Riot does a good job with the world building leading up to Arcane, and that's what leads League fans to appreciate the lore even more, because that lore has now been officially adapted into you know, a series. So and again, Edge Runners, you have given credit to Edge Runners, although I don't think the universe is as expansive as League.
Universe.
If
It sings to me. The universe.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my fucking! I need to buy fucking Miles Morales, bro.
Is that
money?
Is my assessment accurate? Is the world of League of Legends more expansive, more in depth than Cyberpunk?
100%. Well, it's because like I feel like League of Legends like it's a really old game, not old game, but like it's been around for a while, so it had a lot of time to build this world building.
Okay.
Like I guess that's why like I go to Arcane, because it's just like I just like the lore. Cyberpunk lore is like it's fine, but it's basically just one city. That's Night City. So
I agree.
but Night City is also it's still a really like rich city filled with a lot of lore and stuff. But Arcane, I gotta get Arcane, bro.
Okay. So, all is said and done. Our vote for best adaptation goes to Arcane League of Legends. And Davin's is Uncharted. That's his preference. Uncharted. Okay, next category. We're about a quarter through the nominees. And how long has it been? 40 minutes or so? So, next category. Best debut indie. For the best debut game created by a new independent studio. Now, this one, I'm all for naming the developers and the companies behind them. They deserve to be recognized. Best debut indie nominees. Angel Matrix and Annapurna Interactive's Neon White. Game Informer gave this a 9.5 out of 10. Geography of Robots and Raw Fury's Norco. Blue 12 Studio and Annapurna's Stray. Tunic Team and Finji's Tunic. And last, Ponkly, whatever, Vampire Survivors. Now, Joel, I know you've played Stray. Is this an outstanding vote for you? Or do you have opinions of the other nominees as well?
Okay, so I've actually seen gameplay of Neon White. Okay, it looks pretty fun. I think it's like very unique, Neon White. And I haven't seen Norco. I don't even know what Norco is. It's my first time hearing that. Also Vampire Survivors, but it looks like a really scuffed game. I've heard about Tunic. I've seen a little bit of gameplay, but I haven't seen like I've only seen the trailer, not like actually gameplay, you know what I mean? And I've actually played Stray. Just I feel like my vote is Stray just because I played it.
Okay.
But I feel like if I did play Neon White, I would honestly give it to Neon White. But I haven't played Neon White, so I can't say anything. But I remember I watched like this guy speedrun it, and that was like a 30-minute speedrun, and I watched the whole thing. It was really entertaining.
Good.
And so there's that, but I just have to give it to Stray because I actually played Stray. But I haven't finished it yet though. But Stray is a very great game. Oh, no, it's not great. I would say it's an enjoyable game.
Okay.
Say. I wouldn't say it's like one of the greatest.
Still like $500,000 there.
But out of these 5, I'll give it to Stray.
I see no downsides.
Interesting. Okay. David, do you have any opinions on these nominees?
Stray's more popular, so it's the best one.
Fair enough. Okay, of these 5, I would definitely say Stray is the most popular of these 5. But, you know, I'm going purely off of scores here. I have no idea what the depth of these games are. The most acclaimed games of these 5 are Neon White and Tunic.
Yeah.
Up to my drivers.
Neon White is what is it? What genre of game is Neon White? You run, you have cards, you shoot
It's
things.
like yeah, there's a card. There's a, kind of a platformer ish.
Card
There's
shooter.
also like
Come back.
shoot. Yeah,
On you.
a lot of things. You just gotta get to the end goal.
Yeah.
And it looks really fun.
No, when he says he's only.
I just haven't played it yet.
For one, and then he plays the second game.
So we know that Tunic. I've seen a little bit of. I've heard that the game is a lot. There are a lot of puzzle elements to Tunic.
Yeah.
And it being there's a lot of writing in a different language that you have to decipher yourself. And as you keep getting more I don't know of this writing and you understand, it's a one big puzzle to me. But I don't have too many opinions on Tunic.
There's McCassidy.
Stray is the most popular. I've seen a little bit of gameplay. Cats
There's
moving,
Free.
a cat moving through a city. It's cool.
Oh my.
Cat simulator.
Oh.
Norco and Vampire Survivors.
Break it down.
They sound vaguely familiar.
Dude,
I
how
have
did
no
I-
idea what
how
they
is
look
supposed to
like.
do that? What the heck?
But
Oh, my watch.
so your vote is for Stray, right?
Yes.
Your vote is for Stray. Okay. So, my vote
Just got absolutely
for
wrong.
best debut indie is going to Tunic. Mostly because of the acclaim. It's pretty innovative as far as I'm concerned. I've heard, haven't seen. It encourages a lot of exploration, discovery. It challenges your interpretive skills. So all around, Tunic is my vote. So that's 8 out of 31.
Why'd you die?
Next, content creator of the year. So
Ooh.
this is for a streamer or content creator who has made an important and positive impact on the community in 2022. The nominees are Carl Jacobs, Ludwig. This is a new creator to me, Nibelion, or Nibelion. I don't know. Welcome to the nominee. No Brew, and Cutie Cinderella.
Wanna start flying?
So you're big into the whole Twitch culture. What are your thoughts on these nominees?
My vote, 100%. Ludwig.
Ludwig.
Locking it in right now.
Okay, you know what? You're locking it in
Ludwig
right now.
is honestly like one of my most watched YouTubers right now. Like, I
Okay.
literally like keep up with him like every day.
I think this team needs.
And so like
Incoming.
I don't know. I just out of this list, Ludwig, 100%. And he's been like doing a lot of like cool events. He's been doing like a lot of like charity stuff. And he's just like he's a funny guy. And he's from New Hampshire, so
Oh, really? I didn't know
yeah,
that.
I gotta vote for Ludwig.
Okay, you know what? With that New Hampshire fact, I guess who I'm voting for. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, for a lot of the reasons that you've stated, that is the outstanding nominee for me. I know Carl for being part of Beast, Mr. Beast's thing, or whatever. I don't know who Nibelion or Nobrew is, and Cutie Cinderella and Ludwig are kind of symbiotic with each other. So a win for Ludwig is basically a win for Cutie Cinderella. So for all
Yeah.
intents and purposes, my vote for Content Creator of the Year goes to Ludwig.
Yes, sir.
And that's that. Yay, Ludwig, you have my vote for Content Creator of the Year. Next.
Oh, by the way, Ludwig is great if you want to know a lot of drama around the YouTube space.
Oh, I'm sure.
He has a he's a YouTube channel called Mogul Mail, and I always look forward to the uploads.
Yes, we're getting the point.
You say
yes.
Mogul Mail?
Yes, we got.
Mogul Mail.
That's weird.
Josh, if you die, I'm not-
Is he like a drama alert of some sorts?
No, he just like says like stuff about drama, and his takes are actually pretty good.
Oh, okay.
So I enjoy it.
AFK pay,
Okay.
pay those roads,
Next, we have Best Multiplayer for outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre or platform. Now, this goes to the nominees: Infinity Ward and Activision's Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Player First Games and WB Games Multiverses, Blizzard's Overwatch 2, Nintendo EPD and Nintendo's Splatoon 3, and finally, Tribute Games and, I think I'm gonna say this wrong, Dotemu's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Right off the bat, any other games not on here that should have deserved a nomination?
Best multiplayer, so online multiplayer design, including co-op. Okay, so based on description, like when I first heard multiplayer, I thought of like Valorant, but like it says including co-op and massive multiplayer experiences.
Oh my god!
Wait, does Overwatch 2 have co-op?
I'm about to.
not,
I'm about
actually.
to.
I guess there's like a co-op mode, but you can like play co-op. Like when I think of co-op, I think of like you can play on the same TV. Like you know what I mean?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure you can do that with all of it. Actually, I don't really know about Team Mutant Turtles. And probably not Splatoon 3. I know with multiverses
That is
and
so
Modern Warfare
weird.
2, I'm assuming that you can do split screen on Modern Warfare 2, and then multiverses you can, same TV. But massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of okay, gameplay and design. So my heart is with Overwatch 2, but I feel like Overwatch 2 is just Overwatch 1, but just better, right? Free. And currently, Overwatch 2 is kind of crap with this experience, like this gameplay, not gameplay design, it's like gameplay design. Like gameplay is fine. It's like the way they run things with like their monetization and stuff like that is kind of dodgy and kind of
Okay.
kinda-
Okay.
And so honestly, like I love Overwatch, but I have to limit that just so we can make way for these new companies and new games, right? Call of Duty World War 2 is just a remake. I haven't really played it. I might just eliminate that because I just want to see new people. Splatoon 3. Oh, actually no. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles I haven't played, so I'm gonna eliminate that too. Splatoon 3 I haven't played it yet. I played the hell out of Splatoon 2 though. I played a lot of that, and one of my friends actually plays a lot of Splatoon 3, and he says it's really good. But my vote is with multiverses. Just
Ooh.
because, like, I love Overwatch 2. I haven't really played Splatoon 3. But Multiverses, like, I think it has great success in its gameplay and design and also its multiplayer experience. Because, like, you can just go on with hours and hours playing that game.
Okay.
And like, they release characters, like, pretty often. You never really get bored. I usually just play when a new character releases.
Interesting.
I think my vote for this year, multiplayer, is Multiverses. Just for this year. Even though I've only played like not a lot, but I can appreciate that Multiverses is something different. I like it.
And you said that some of the what kind of dodgy monetization methods does Overwatch 2 use right now?
It's just because like they got rid of loot boxes and they made skins really pricey. Like, cause like okay, so you know how with Valorant, right? The skins are already pricey with Valorant, but I feel like with Overwatch, like since I've already experienced that I can get skins for free with loot boxes, and now they just do like a complete 180 and remove loot boxes and I have to pay for skins. It's just like the feeling that like, oh, I could have got this skin already if I had a loot box. Like, just makes me not want to pay for a skin.
Okay.
You know what I mean, because I already have a bunch of skins in Overwatch because of loot boxes, and since they removed that, like, I do not want to buy skin anymore. I bought the battle pass because battle passes are worth it, but like, I don't know. But currently, right now, Overwatch 2 monetization is not it. I know they're making changes, like a lot of changes, but we just haven't seen those changes implemented yet. because like I think they planned it for like next season or like 4 seasons later. And so currently Overwatch 2 right now, from my experience, because I think I've played Overwatch 2 more than I played Multiverses at this point. But with the description, I'd have to give it with Multiverses. Give it 2 Multiverses.
Okay, there's a lot to consider from what you said. You know, to my knowledge, I know both Multiverses and Overwatch 2 has the Battle Pass system. Both Multiverses and Overwatch 2 does have, you know, cosmetics that you have to get through with in-game real-world currency. Modern Warfare 2 have no idea what it has going for it, other than a revamped multiplayer experience. Splatoon 3, I'm in the dark with. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is I think a 2D beat 'em up type thing.
Yeah, that's scroller.
Again, or also rather, my votes do come down to both Multiverses and Overwatch 2. But I still think, you know, despite the let me ask you this. How balanced do you think Overwatch 2 is in terms of characters? Do characters even each other out well in Overwatch 2?
Honestly, actually not bad. Like, I've seen worse, but right now it's actually not bad. It's just like this one really OP character, Sojourn.
Oh,
It's like way too OP. But other than that, like you can honestly like get away with playing the worst characters in the game if you like have mastery in them, and you can make it work. So like the balancing is actually not that bad.
Okay. I only ask because I do have a little bit of an opinion when it comes to Multiverses on that. I feel like in Multiverses, every character has a super overpowered ability. But since it's on every character, could you really say it's overpowered? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because those overpowered abilities can cancel out other overpowered abilities and whatever. But in terms of outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design. Okay, if we're gonna call it outstanding multiplayer and design, then by default, if we're going outstanding here, so my vote for best multiplayer shoot. Okay. Alright, no, you know what? My decision's final. Whatever. I bet I can back it up, because I know it better. Best multiplayer goes to Multiverses. I was on the fence with Overwatch 2, because it's on paper, it's more dynamic than Multiverses. But I think Multiverses has more outstanding features going for it. It's, you know, it's a brawler. We've seen brawlers before, but you know, just combining different universes into the same thing. That's something that Lego Dimensions did way back in the day with WB characters. So my vote's for Multiverses. Your vote's for Multiverses. That's that. We're about a third of the way through the categories. Next, we have best sports racing game. For the best traditional and non-traditional sports and racing game. The nominees are Codemasters and EA Sports F1 22, EA Vancouver, Romania, and EA Vancouver, EA Romania, and EA Sports FIFA 23, Visual Concepts and 2K Sports NBA 2K23. I want to say Polyphony Digital and Sony Interactive Entertainment's Gran Turismo 7. And finally, Roll 7 and Private Division's Ollie Ollie World. Any opinions on these
I don't really
nominees?
play any of these games. I feel like my vote personally would be FIFA 2020 or FIFA 23 because one of my friend's little brothers plays it a lot,
Okay.
and I play with him sometimes because he just wants people to play with him. So we just play FIFA. I'd say my vote is FIFA 23
Okay.
because World Cup. World
World
Cup.
Cup.
I know.
Let's go.
World Cup. World Cup. Play
And
football World Cup.
we're gonna
Ball World
FIFA
Cup.
23 again. Kind of lost on all of these because I'm not a sports guy. Although I'm curious now if UFC 4 has been featured in this category in past years. I don't know, but that would have been my vote in past years. But I'm familiar with the franchises of F1, FIFA, 2K, and Gran Turismo. So, they do. It's a similar thing every year. I feel like innovation is few and far in between. Again, maybe I'm talking out of ignorance, but at its core, I have read things about Ollie Ollie World, and it does look like it has a nice aesthetic going for it, and it looks different. So based on those criteria alone, my vote for best sports and racing goes to Ollie Ollie World. Screw Ultimate Team. No, I'm just kidding.
Ultimate Team.
So, best sports racing, just let's get that out of the way. Best simulator or sim or strategy. Best game focused on real-time or turn-based simulation or strategy gameplay, irrespective of platform. Nominees: Shiro Games and Funcom's Dune Spice Wars, Ubisoft Milan, Ubisoft Paris, and Ubisoft's Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope, Creative Assembly and Sega's Total War Warhammer 3, 2 Point Studios and Sega's 2 Point Campus, and finally Paradox Development Studio and Paradox Interactive's Victoria 3. Thoughts, comments, concerns?
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I don't play any of these games, dude. I have nothing, man. I think I played a little bit of Mario plus Rabbids, like the first one, but not the Sparks of Hope one. So I guess my vote would be Mario and Rabbids because that's the only one I've experienced in. Honestly, bro, like best Sim strategy, I'll put Persona 5R in here, but it's not from 2022, so I can't really say anything. But,
Okay.
Another Sim strategy game this year. I think. I feel like there was one. Strategy games came out 2022. There's one strategy game. I've seen that. But it's not bad. No, I guess not. I recognize any of these. Yeah.
Do you
honestly,
see
I don't know.
XCOM 2 on the list by any chance?
XCOM 2, yeah. Those are the best strategy games in PC 2022. I think this is like not in 2022. It's not from 2022. It's just like currently in 2022. These are the best games
Okay.
for this website at least. But for best Sims strategy, it's like anything that came out in 2022. And I'm just gonna vote for Mario and Rabbids, bro. Cause I don't know, man. Like everyone knows Mario, so go ahead. I'm just gonna vote for that.
Yeah, we're just gonna... I mean, the only sim strategy... It was actually my 93rd Platinum Trophy, XCOM 2. That sim strategy. I watched Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. That thing at Summer Game Fest earlier this year. In June, Summer Game Fest. And I said, oh yeah, this is a Nintendo XCOM 2. So with that rationale, my vote for best sim strategy goes to Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. just it is what it is. We're not familiar with the genre, so
Yeah.
we're just so be it. Let me turn on streamer mode so people know what I'm about. Okay, here we go. All right, 12 out of 31 votes. Next category. Best family. For the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. This is a category I've seen in advance, and I already have I'm dead set on this vote. But nominees are Kirby and the Forgotten Land, Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, Mario and Rabbids: Sparks of Hope, Nintendo Switch Sports, and Splatoon 3. What do you have in mind?
Honestly, like, so Kirby Mario Land, like, it's cool. I played a little bit. It's not bad. Star Wars, Skywalker Saga. I heard it's really good. But it's just like, isn't it just a bunch of? It's like the old games all put into one.
So I've heard, yeah.
Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. I've never played it. I've only played the first one for a little bit. Splatoon 3, like, I haven't played it yet, but I heard it's really good. But for me, my vote is Nintendo Switch Sports, because this says the best game appropriate for family play, and Nintendo Switch Sports is really fun to play with family and friends. Like, really fun, and it's like really easy. Everyone gets it. Like, it's just sports, but in a video game, and everyone can play it. Everyone can just pick it up and play. My vote is for Nintendo Switch Sports.
I couldn't agree more. This Nintendo Switch Sports kind of embodies this whole genre, and it just knocks it right out of the park. It's got a low barrier to entry. It's friendly for most ages, rather. It's friendly for most ages, and it's fun. It's fun. So I mean, it just checks off all the boxes that I think of when I think of family play. So unquestionably, our vote for best family game goes to Nintendo Switch Sports. I know that these other games are fantastic, but Switch Sports just it's got the least resistance going for it. It's just there's no previous branding that you have to know or whatever. It's just you just play sports. That's it, and that's all you need from a family game. So it's our vote, best family game. Okay, next we have best fighting. Okay, there's a little bit of a question around these nominees. For the best game designed primarily around head-to-head combat, the nominees are DNF Duel, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, All-Star Battle R, The King of Fighters 15, Multiverses, and Sifu. There's been a lot of question as to why Sifu is in the best fighting game category. What do you suspect that that hesitation comes from? Or skepticism, rather.
I think it's because the description. It's because it's best game designed primarily around head-to-head combat. It doesn't say like, oh, it has to be multiplayer fighting. It's just like a game based on hand-to-hand combat. Yeah, and that's probably why Sifu's on the list. Personally, I haven't seen DNF, JoJo, or King of Fighters 15. I haven't seen anything. I don't really keep up with those games. I heard they're great games. They're nominated for a reason, but I don't really play those games. One of the versions I played, and Sifu, I've seen George play, and I've seen a bunch of like playthroughs, and it's a great game. But my vote is just for Multiverses because I've actually played it.
Okay. Yeah, and that's just my default, naturally, too, to Multiverses. Now, Sifu I can understand, but if Sifu was multiplayer, then we could be talking about a different conversation here. I want to say this is the only single-player game on this list. However, the first three just lost on. So by default, from what I know, my vote for best fighting goes to Multiverses. It's just a default. Multiverses and Sifu, yeah, but the best game primarily designed around head-to-head combat. I'm sure you get a lot more intensity and balance too around fighting other people. So, you know, our votes for Multiverses. It is what it is. Next, we have Best Role Playing. For the best game designed with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. Nominees are Elden Ring, Live Alive, Live
Live Alive. I don't know.
Who knows, man? Pokemon Legends Arceus, Triangle Strategy, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Now, you've played only one of these games, and it might, you know, just off of general knowledge, it might be unanimously agreed that Elden Ring will knock role-playing out of the park because it's a From Software game. But, curious, what are your thoughts on these nominees?
Man, Live Live. I don't really know that game. Triangle Strategy, I've heard of it. I haven't really played it. Pokemon Legends Arceus, I actually have the game.
Oh, really?
I haven't played it though. It's just my little sister plays it. And I mean, it doesn't seem bad. It's an open world Pokemon game. I think it's the first of its kind. Well, actually, no. Well, yeah, it's first of its kind, but I think the new one is actually open world. Scarlet and Violet. And I mean, it's great that it, you know, tried to be different than other Pokemon games, and it executed it not bad. I think it got like a 6 or 7. I mean, it's pretty. I guess it's like mid. It's not bad, but it's not good, you know. But with Xenoblade Chronicles 3, like I played Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and I enjoyed that game. My friend is a massive fanboy of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and he's been hyping it up for a while. And I mean, I might play it, but because I heard it's like really, really good. Because like, you know, I'm a Persona fan, and I feel like I'd enjoy Xenoblade Chronicles 2, so I would enjoy Xenoblade Chronicles 3. But from the game, like I literally only play one game here, and it's Elden Ring. And Elden Ring, like I don't play Dark Souls at all, but it's still like the way Elden Ring presented itself and the gameplay I've seen, like it made me want to buy it, and so I bought it. And yeah, I think the best role-playing game from 2022 is 100% Elden Ring. Without a
Yeah.
doubt. But you know, recognizing Xenoblade Chronicles 3 and Pokemon Legend Arceus, you know, shout out to them.
Definitely a shout out to them. And ultimately, that is what my vote comes down to. Live Alive, whatever. Looks like Kingdom Hearts artwork, so it's cool, but I have no idea what the game is. Have seen. I want to say. No, I've definitely watched more Elden Ring, but I do have an idea of what Pokemon Legends Arceus looks like. Seen a bunch of people play it. Looks fun. I always tell them, man, if Nintendo could put their acclaimed games on PlayStation, man, I'd have, what, 120 Platinum trophies by now? It's just... Their games are awesome, and I wish they came to PlayStation for me to hunt their trophies for. But Pokemon Legends Arceus, you know, I like the concept. Open world, it's cool. Although I do think the Switch technology limits it a little bit. And I mean, honestly, Elden Ring on all fronts just kind of it's just exceptional in how it allows players to you know, create all sorts of builds and whatever. And it's also hard. I want to say maybe it's a little tough, but in terms of rich player character customization and progression, our vote for best role playing undoubtedly goes to Elden Ring. With all due respect to the other nominees, I do not see a more fitting game to award this to other than Elden Ring. So Thank you, FromSoft. Thank you, George R.R. Martin. Let's continue. Next, we have Best Action Adventure for the Best
Ooh.
Action Adventure game, combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. Interesting. Now, with that last description, it kind of puts one of these nominees into a greater perspective. We have A Plague Tale Requiem, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and Tunic. Any thoughts on this lineup? This is a pretty stacked lineup.
I have only played one of them, which is Stray. I haven't played Forbidden West yet. I haven't played Ragnarok yet. I haven't played Tunic or Plague Tale yet. I mean, I'm not really familiar with Plague Tale Requiem, so I'm gonna eliminate that. Tunic, I haven't played it, so eliminate that. I heard a lot of great things about Forbidden West. I played a little bit of the first game. I haven't really gone far though, but same for God of War Ragnarok. I haven't played any of the games at all, but like if I do play, I know I'll have a great time because it's been hyped up like a lot, and I think it's a guaranteed good game. I just haven't played it yet. Stray I've played, but I don't know. Like I know that God of War Ragnarok and Forbidden West are really great games, definitely better than Stray. But since I haven't played it yet, I can't give my vote to Ragnarok or Forbidden West.
Okay.
Because, like, I don't know. It's kind of unfair that I played Stray but not those two. It's so... I don't know. Because Stray have a lot of combat. I guess, like, the only combat is just, like, running away from the little bugs. The bugs from the game. And but I mean, like, since I've played Stray, I guess I have to give it a Stray. But I feel like my vote would 100% be like Ragnarok or Forbidden West if I did play it, which I haven't. So I guess I just give it a Stray.
Okay.
To be fair,
Fair enough.
just for integrity.
Fair enough. And with that rationale, I mean, I guess I'm on equal standing here, because I've played none of these, but I'm looking forward to playing, all of them sooner or later. But that whole traversal and puzzle solving, again, no idea what Plague Tale Requiem offers, but with that puzzle solving and traversal thing, Tunic is a strong contender in this category. Again, if I played it and if I had more knowledge on it, it'd blow my vote out of the water. I mean, if Tunic is the best puzzle solver, well, here's the thing. I think, and again, based purely on looking at things, God of War Ragnarok has the best combat. Horizon Forbidden West has the best traversal, and Tunic has the best puzzle solving. So,
Yeah, you're right.
which of those three am I gonna pick?
What do you think you enjoy more? Do you enjoy combat, traversing, or puzzle solving?
I think it'd be more gratifying to solve a nice puzzle. I actually solved a riddle one of my buddies gave me. He told me he gave me a riddle. Oh yeah, he got this for his engineering intro interview or something, and I got it within 5 minutes, and it took him a day to figure out. And that was satisfying, knowing that I got that sort of riddle correct. Action adventure. Tunic definitely checks off adventure categories. Best action adventure game. I'm gonna lower the standards. I'm gonna lower the importance of Forbidden West just a little bit down. But this might be an upset. But this might be a little bit less dynamic. But my vote, I'm just going to make it final. My vote for Best Action Adventure goes to Tunic.
Nice.
Sometimes I forget when I'm talking about this game. It does have its fair share of action in it. So, action adventure, I do think this is deserving of a vote. So, we're beyond the halfway point of nominations. So if you're into Hot Pockets, I guess make a Hot Pocket. But if you're chilling,
I bet.
okay.
I'll be back. Hot pocket.
Just check out what's going on here. I swear, if he responded back to me. Okay. We're in the official interim of the Game Awards nominees discussion. So far, we're inching towards Game of the Year. I'm glad I did this backwards, honestly. I'm glad I did this backwards.
Am I on the list?
For what?
Nominees for Game of the Year.
Well, I don't know. We'll have to check to the end to find out.
Where's that last year?
What's that? Last year, you were it hasn't been created yet.
Oh. Okay.
But feel free to vote along with us.
Okay.
Input your vote and such into the thing. All I did was just sign into Google and then just clicked on the votes. Pretty simple. And again, just for messing around, having a little bit of fun before the award ceremony next month. Gotta kill time somehow, you know.
How long have you been going for?
Maybe an hour 20? Hour
Really?
22. Hour 22.
You're only halfway, right?
Yeah. I was
I
gonna...
repeat, my hot pocket is in the microwave.
Okay. You know what? While your Hot Pocket is microwaving, we'll get a quick nomination out of the way. So, next. Best Action Game. For the best game in the action genre, focused primarily on combat, we have Bayonetta 3, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Neon White, Sifu, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. Now, we have a new entry that we've seen here. We have Bayonetta 3 here, but the rest we've seen before. What are your thoughts on these nominees?
Action game. Bayonetta 3, the gameplay looks fun. I know there's a little bit of controversy around Bayonetta 3. It's voice actor.
Yes.
The former voice actor. So, other than that, I mean, we've already kind of gone over the other four. I think my vote would probably just be Sifu, because I've seen George play it and it looks enjoyable. I feel like if I did play Modern Warfare 2, I would vote for Modern Warfare 2. I just haven't played Modern Warfare 2. Same with Neon White. If I actually played it, I think I would vote for it. It looks hella fun. Honestly, if I played any of these games, I would vote for them. Honestly, it's just like I haven't played any of it, so I guess like the only way for me to vote is from what I've seen, and I've seen most of Sifu. So
Okay.
I would give it to Sifu.
Okay. Yeah, with that rationale, I would, I'm in the same situation as you are. I would vote for Sifu too. But, actually, I don't know much about Bayonetta. On combat. Now, do we have, I don't know if we have to define combat, but with my understanding, I'm just so turned off by the whole 2D aesthetic of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because I like 3D games way more than 2D games. So TMNT is just a no-brainer. It's out of my consideration. But Neon White, it does get a little bit wild when you play, right? I don't know.
Yeah, it is a little confusing, but it also looks really fun.
For the best game in the action genre focused primarily on combat, let's do... Well, screw it. Our vote for best action game goes to Sifu because, you know, it feels like the purest combat-focused game on here. Just, you know, I read the Game Informer review for this game, and I think the critic noted, you know, what did they say? Let me check. I don't want to say they complained about, you know, learning an enemy's moveset over and over again, but what did they say? Or what did Ben Reeves say, rather? Sadly, as you progress, the action begins to show its teeth and eventually becomes a tiresome grind. So it becomes their criticism was that it gets grindy towards the end. I don't...
Wait, for what game?
Sifu.
Sorry? Oh, Sifu? I guess.
I guess, too. I who knows? Do we know? If you want to get your Hot Pocket, if it's ready, question mark.
Alright. Let me check. Hear me?
Check the Hot Pocket. I don't know how long he microwaves his Hot Pocket, though. Happy gaming. Yeah, Game Awards. Gonna put that on my calendar for the 8th. The pre-show starts at 7:30. I'll stay up the whole night, even though I have a class the following day. No worries. And whatever I...
Alright, Mike.
Okay.
My blanket, bro.
Let's go Hot Pocket. Yeah. Plaid. You got the plaid. Okay. I like it. Now, with the plaid blanket on, we're going to continue to the next category, which is Best VR AR. For the best game experience playable in virtual or augmented reality, irrespective of platform. The nominees are After the Fall, Among Us VR, Bone Lab, Moss Book 2, and Red Matter 2. There is one outstanding vote here, and not for the right reason. Yeah, what do you have?
Actually, I will divert expectations.
Okay.
All right, so let me eliminate some stuff. So After the Fall, Moss Book 2, Red Matter 2. I don't know any of those games, so instant elimination. For me personally, it comes down to Among Us VR and Bone Lab, because I know Bone Lab. Like, I haven't played it personally because I don't have VR, but I know that Bone Lab is like really like technically advanced.
Really?
I think is that the word? Like, you can do a lot of stuff in Bone Lab. Like, have you seen those clips where the guy like has a gun, he like reloads it, goes up in the air, catches the gun, reloads it, like the gun kind of like the clip falls into the gun, he reloads it, just like a 360 off the roof, throws his gun at the person, and then you know something like. And the physics in Bone Lab is really good. Like the physics engine and stuff like that, and how like everything goes. But also with Among Us VR, Among Us, but in VR. That's pretty cool. But I feel like for the best game experience, playable in virtual and augmented reality, I think I have to give it to Bone Labs.
Okay, Bone Lab.
I mean. Bone Lab, yeah.
You know what? Just for educational purposes, I just want to do a quick look at all of them except for Among Us VR. Let's do a quick look. After the Fall, just a quick, maybe a few seconds clip of gameplay. After the Fall, okay. No. Sometimes YouTube Premium is an investment. Not for me.
Dad ate it.
Okay. We're just gonna skip around. Can you hear the audio?
Yes.
Okay, lots of shooting. Kill. Is it just constant movement? Or do you move yourself? I don't know. What is this release?
Well, at least we can
Did
see
it release?
again.
Did it release 2022?
I don't know. Oh, seasons. Yeah, I guess. I don't know if it's 2022, but it's out, I guess. After the Fall, we know that. Bone Lab. We'll save Bone Lab for last. Moss Book 2. Oh, not. Moss Book 2?
Book 2, like the second.
Okay, we'll just do IGN's review.
Attention all units. We have a critical security
what game is
Find and
this?
eliminate any intruder.
It's VR.
We have to stop them.
What a coincidence.
Oh, multiplayer!
Is this Red Matter?
Is this Red Matter?
Good luck.
Oh, no, it
Oh,
showed it at
Aspire.
the beginning. Moss. What the fuck?
Island.
A rat?
Like before, this isn't necessarily the strongest story, but it's a follow-up that at least improves on other. Of course, we all know it's never
getting
that
It Takes Two
straightforward.
vibes from
You'll
this.
frequently get interrupted by Ripper, who the reader can fling like a pinball directly.
Or you're like
Combat will be
directing-
quite a familiar scene for anyone who played the original, but Polyarc has expanded
feels
Book
like
2 with a
it's
few
just
new
like-
options.
like it's a
Polyarc has
Google without
factored
VR.
weapon abilities into
Oh, wait,
platforming
I
too,
think
getting
I've
Quill
seen the first
triggering Quill
installment
special
of the
attacks
series
as previously
before.
mentioned, or more hands-on jobs like moving blocks and dragging enemies on the switches by using the DualShock controller's gyro sensor to point at them. You can also create clouds to reinvent the wheel.
Interesting. Red Matter 2. Let's do a quick glimpse at Red Matter 2. Let's just defer to IGN. Oh, not this
Attention all
again.
units. We have a critical security breach. Find and eliminate any intruder.
We have to stop them.
Oh, I see the comment section
you can do
says
this.
puzzles.
Good luck.
I can't believe it worked.
What?
Oh,
Sasha?
Sasha?
Is that you?
Who's
Are you alright?
Sasha?
We've seen countless Cold War and are based
Oh,
on
it's a space thing?
The only other major character is the ending, where the story goes, never disappoints.
Okay.
It progresses naturally without any unexpected
Ooh, is this a
surprises.
horror joint?
Sasha's mind being transferred to another body sets the tone immediately, making it less of a twist when supernatural
Oh, I see puzzle
stuck on
elements.
tasks like this. Also, Red Matter 2's puzzles would benefit from a wider variety, because flipping circuits to restore power for the 5th time gets slightly dull. But most often, it's done smartly. And so whether it's figuring out obscure clues for a save combination, or finding the correct frequency for a mining device, take of enemy drones. Humanoids which can only be hurt by shooting specific, irritatingly small, usually this frustrating to hit. Precise shooting and guesswork was often required for where they'd go. Of City VR.
Interesting. Now, Bone Lab. I'm gonna do short bursts of stuff, so unfortunately, so I don't get struck. Bone Lab is a perfect VR game. Launch trailer.
try to watch the clips.
Oh, that's music. I can't do music. Bone Lab clips. Okay.
Satisfying combat.
this?
Ammo. Load it.
Go knock some heads.
I think Bullet has like one of the greatest.
Hey, no quiet here.
Oh, shoot. Oh, that is satisfying.
Pick people up and throw them.
Okay. I just wonder. I'm just trying to put my mind into Among Us 2D versus Among Us VR. I'm just trying to how I can equate those experiences. Maybe Among Us VR is more of a horror game than the original Among Us. Which
Oh, really? It's more community because like you can like talk to people.
I guess, but I feel like the scare factor is dialed up when you're just in the zone, just trying to do your task and whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know what? I'm a convert. My vote for best VR and AR goes to Bone Lab. We'll take it. We'll take it. Okay, we're nearing the end. That means the more juicy categories. Next category: innovation and accessibility. It'd be, you know, at the Game Awards last year, they actually showed clips of what they did as accessibility features. There's nothing here. So we're gonna have to look at clips, I guess. Recognizing. Oh, do you want to read it actually?
I read it. Recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. Yeah, I think I saw the same video last year. Like and like showing like, oh yeah, like this game has like a lot of different features. Like you can play while deaf, like you know you can play, I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, I remember Forza Horizon 5 took this category because it actually did a full-on ASL interpreter, as in a figure, a human doing sign language on the side of the screen to help the audio impaired. So the nominees are As Dusk Falls, God of War Ragnarok, Return to Monkey Island, Last of Us Part 1, and The Quarry. If I didn't know any better, you know, these games look like they're just thrown in just cause, but let's investigate their accessibility features. So I'm just going to type in Google, As Dusk Fall, accessibility. Here's everything you need to know about As Dusk Falls multiplayer and accessibility features. Okay, let's just do a quick... I might have seen this game before. Oh, I'm a streamer. There are unique features that would benefit me. Yes, there's a broadcast mode in the game that allows you to integrate your Twitch chat into your playthrough. Users in your chat will be able to vote for options in-game, allowing them to take part in where the story goes. Okay. And a companion app. I did the same thing. Oh, I did one of those for my, what is it? My 52nd Platinum Trophy. It was a game called Erica. I actually downloaded an app on my iPad, and it allowed me to do gestures in real time. I put my finger on the tablet and it will correspond to the thing. So I know where this is coming from. So companion app accessibility. Absolutely, we believe as many people as possible should be able to play and enjoy As Dusk Falls. So narration, so text to speech, UI. I don't know what hotspot display is. Oh, an extended QTE timer. choice timer, extended override timer, broadcast mode timer. Oh, and remapping. Okay, so that's cool. That's cool. Now, God of War Ragnarok. What does that have to offer? I can't spell it. Accessibility. Okay, so let's do the PlayStation blog. Oh, I've seen this. Let's see. Remapping, controller remapping. Sprint, auto sprint. Persistent dot, always on reticle. Subtitle and caption improvements. Okay, subtitle and caption size. Speaker names. Captions. Background blur, subtitle background, direction indicator, text size. Okay,
Wow.
yeah. High contrast mode. And then you get to customize the colors. Navigation assist, traversal assistance, assistance plus, audio cues, audio described version. That's pretty cool. Now, Return to Monkey Island. Do you know what that game is?
Heard of it. Story game, right?
I don't know. Oh, I should have accessibility. All right. On this page of our guide, you can learn whether Return to Monkey Island offers accessibility options for people with disabilities. Video tab. You can disable ship motion and distortion effects. Interface tab. You can influence size and appearance. Text and language. You can change... Is that it? Let's see. No, I want accessibility. Subtitles and visual accessibility. Visually impaired. Dialogue changes color when spoken after selection. Present an obstacle for those for color blindness, and it is rather odd that there's no option. Oh, so this is anti-accessibility. That's awkward. Cursor. Okay, I'm not sure. Just doing the quickest review or the quickest read. Not sure if Return to Monkey Island belongs on here. Last was part 1. I think I have an idea of what is it? Of what the accessibility looks like. I think they do a lot of similar things from The Last of Us Part 2. So what do they have? Audio descriptions. Okay, give me a list.
Oh.
What? They gave me an actual list. Okay. Configures. Okay, configure settings for people who are blind, deaf, physically disabled. You can customize your controls. You can change actions to hold or toggle. Question mark. Oh, the high contrast mode. Customizations for your HUD. Adjust motion. Okay. Navigation assistance. Bunch of audio and visual cues. It's audio. Combat accessibility. More HUD options. Subtitles options. Yeah, that's the difficulty. It's whatever. There are 6 difficult... Wait. Is that right?
Yeah, very light, moderate, hard, survivor, custom, grounded.
Okay, so I think there are 7 difficulties, it looks like, in the game. Okay. Cool. And finally, the Quarry. The Quarry accessibility. Can I play that? Oh, you know what? That's cool. Oh, is this the idea of the website? Is this where's the about? Where's the about? Accessibility game. Okay, you know what? That's cool. That's really cool.
That's an 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Can't play that.
Hold toggle and auto for QuickTime events. Aim assist for combat.
Dyslexic font?
That's interesting. Let's look at that. Open dyslexic font. That's what. Maybe it's that feature that got it nominated here. Open dyslexic. Let's do Control F. To improve legibility. Wait, let's start from the beginning because that's. Okay, QuickTime and QTE adjustments. Controls in combat. Requires few buttons. You have a struggle to do the in-game menu. Subtitles and visual cues. Conclusion. Okay. So, from what you've read and seen, what is your vote? This one, I'm up in the air about.
For me, like when I first saw this category, I thought of the Quarry because I actually was interested in playing that game. Like, I almost bought it like when it came out. I saw gameplay.
What? Ew.
And it looks interesting. But I think after reading all the like features and stuff, Quarry has some really good accessibility features. But dude, it looks like Last of Us a lot, bro. You read just like the way they presented it in the website. But Last of Us Part 1 has a lot of accessibility features. Honestly, like my vote is for Last of Us Part 1 just because there's so much features.
I see. Okay. Yeah. Sony they're all about the accessibility. They wanna make their games available to as many people as possible. So naturally, God of War Ragnarok and The Last of Us Part 1 would have the most accessibility features to them. So recognizing software and or hardware that is pushing the medium forward by adding features, technology, and content to help games be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. I'm torn between God of War Ragnarok and The Last of Us Part 1. To be played and enjoyed by an even wider audience. You know what? Just because I think accessibility is more important when you have a actually, I don't know. I'm just gonna throw this take out there. I can't really back it up right now. I think story-driven games benefit more from accessibility. So, our vote for innovation and accessibility goes to The Last of Us Part 1. Oh, I can share that? Where can I share this? Can I copy the image? I guess I can share. I can share this. I just put that in the chat. Yay, innovation and accessibility. All right, congrats, Last of Us Part 1. Again, I appreciate all of these games in their attempts to make it accessible to more audiences. So everybody wins at the end of the day in this category. Next category, Best Community Support. Sponsored by Discord. Recognizing a game for outstanding community support, transparency, and responsiveness, inclusive of social media activity and game updates / patches. Nominees are Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, and No Man's Sky. Interesting picks. We haven't seen any of these games in the previous categories. At least the categories that in the order that we did. What are your thoughts?
I feel like these are all actually great games. Community support. I haven't really played Destiny 2, but I know you've played a lot of Destiny 2. I know you have your opinion.
I have the Platinum Trophy for this game.
I haven't played No Man's Sky, but bro, I'm pretty sure you know the history of No Man's Sky. Like, it's come a long way.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just kind of curious on like what it has to offer right now. Other than that, I've played Apex Legends. I played Fortnite. I've played a little bit of Final Fantasy 14. One of my friends played it a lot. So I guess I could give, a little bit of experience to Final Fantasy 14, but I feel like my votes, best community support. Honestly, bro, like Final Fantasy 14 has a really great community. They're all really nice. Very nice. Apex Legends, Fortnite. Fortnite has also great community support, even though it's like it's Fortnite, but you can't doubt that it has a lot of like diehard supporters. And Epic Games has been great with updates. Apex Legends. It's a hard one, bro. Apex Legends, like we both played a lot, but I'd say community support. Meh. All right. Honestly, my vote here, just because they have a really nice community, and is Final Fantasy 14.
Okay.
They have a really good community.
You got Final Fantasy 14. And again, I have played with hundreds of hours in them. I've played Apex, Destiny 2, and Fortnite with hundreds of hours poured into these games. I think, let's see. All three of those games receive regular updates. I know Destiny 2 does this week at Bungie. They do a weekly update for what's going on at Bungie. Apex, honestly, now looking back, I don't know how often content rolls out for that game. But, every season is a nice event, a nice change of pace and whatever. Apex recently came out with a new Battle Royale map, which, I might dabble in the near future.
Go down.
But in terms of regular, Apex probably has a pretty good community. That their trailers and their videos in particular receive an overwhelming acclaim from fans because they're pretty well made. They're illustrative. They're just overall they're very good at creating hype for characters and expanding lore and whatnot. But speaking of lore, Destiny 2 has a ton of lore behind it. Although I don't know how it's too relevant to community support. I know Destiny 2 does the weekly thing with This Week at Bungie, but I want to say it's a notch lower than Apex, because I think there are a few events in recent memory that fans weren't too fond with. I remember the last event I played before I got the Platinum Trophy, the Solstice of Heroes event. It was okay. I think the same ritual of killing mobs and getting rewards, it gets old at some point. Fortnite, you know what? Fortnite, every few weeks, the meta changes, for better or for worse. But Fortnite gets so many franchise. They appeal mostly to the community. They got all these franchises out of nowhere. So many brand deals. So many collaborations with media personalities. You know what? Undoubtedly, I'm gonna say this. My vote for best community support goes to Fortnite.
Fortnite.
It's unironically the constant updates. They've maintained relevancy for what, the past 5 years? Just constantly changing the meta. Just kind of, creating new collaborations for the community and whatever. It's just Fortnite is one big experiment, and it's a great experiment for the community. So undoubtedly, I think my vote for best community support is Fortnite. Had I not played Marvel Spider-Man in 2018, I would have played this game for another year if I didn't get back into trophy hunting. This game took me off trophy hunting for a year. So,
Damn.
and then Marvel Spider-Man came out, and it was just, here I am sitting at 95. So that's Fortnite. You got Final Fantasy 14. Absolutely respectable choice. I imagine the community is nice. I mean, nothing crazy I've heard from this community in gaming news or whatever. So those are our votes. So we've cast 20 votes now. 20 votes. Next, we're just inching towards Game of the Year. Best mobile game.
Yo, easy.
For the best game playable on a mobile device. Simply that. I mean, you and I probably have one vote in mind that just knocks the other nominees out of the water. But I'm just going to go ahead with it. Best mobile game, Apex Legends Mobile, Diablo Immortal, Genshin Impact, Marvel Snap, and Tower of Fantasy. We don't even have to say anything. This goes without saying. Best mobile game goes...
Genshin Impact.
Genshin Impact. I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
it really is undoubtedly... It's an overall great... It's an awesome game.
Great game.
On every platform I've played, PS5, PC, and mobile, U2 as well. It's just an overall a great game. Works on all platforms and enjoyable on all platforms. And even MiHoYo, HoYoverse now, even with the whole community support aspect, they're constantly creating new characters and new worlds. They're doing a good job at expanding the lore. They have and also they're making bank right now in Genshin. I think, what are they at now?
One of our friends got it consumed, man.
Yeah, dude. How many has...
Consumed in the gacha, bro.
I think HoYoverse has made more than $3 billion to date off this game, if I'm not mistaken. It's just
crazy.
Lots of money, lots of entertainment value too, but undoubtedly the best mobile game. Heard of Apex, heard of Diablo Immortal, watched Noel play Tower of Fantasy, but honestly, all of them pale in comparison to the JRPG titan that is Genshin Impact. That's best mobile game.
I still play it to this day.
Yeah, it just knocks it out of...
And it runs really well on mobile, dude.
Yeah, dude. My
Really
iPad.
well.
Haven't tried it on my phone because iPad's more powerful. But yeah, for the 200 hours I played Genshin Impact, a lot of it was spent on this, and can't really recall any issues. Most of my complaints are just I have to get used to mobile controls, but that's it. It's good. And even if I don't like the mobile controls, I can always connect the DualSense or the DualShock 4 to it. So, best mobile game, undoubtedly, Genshin Impact. I think this won best mobile game last year, too. Right? I think it did.
Maybe.
Best mobile game, Game Awards 2021 went to Genshin Impact.
Impact.
And I would absolutely not be surprised if it got the same vote this year too. But yeah, enough Genshin. We love Genshin. Next category.
Best
Oh,
indie.
this is best indie. Last we did was best debut indie. For Neon White to appear on here twice that's an impressive debut indie.
Yeah.
But let's continue. For outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. Also, wasn't Tunic a debut indie? Maybe? Who knows? I don't know. I forgot.
Yes.
Let's review the categories again. Best debut indie. Yeah, Tunic, Neon White are on here.
And Stray.
And Stray. Where are we again?
Best indie.
Best indie. Oh, come on. All right. So, nominees are Cult of the Lamb, Neon White, Sifu, Stray, and Tunic. One of these nominees is new to us. The other four we've seen before. What are your opinions?
I heard Call of the Lamb is pretty good, but I haven't played it yet, so automatic off my list. I've kind of said my 2 cents on all 4 of these.
Okay.
I think just because I played it, I'd say Stray. Stray is probably best indie. But close second is Sifu. Haven't played it.
All right. Okay, I hear you. So you got Stray in the bag for you. Just based on description, I want to say Neon White might have this. Neon White might have this. Outstanding creative and technical achievement. Sifu, fighting, sure. Cat. Cat. Yeah, you're a cat. Tunic. Neon White and Tunic are at odds with each other on this category. But, in terms of the whole card thing and you know, just a fast pace, the whole system of combat, I want to say that my vote for best indie game goes to Neon White. Just goes to Neon White. Tunic, I've said my praises. Could absolutely take this category if it wanted to. It just comes down to personal preference for me. Oh shoot. I almost unsubmitted a thing. That's best indie. Now we're in the I think we're in the final 10 categories of the Game Awards. Here we go. Next category. Best ongoing. Awarded to a game. This one's hard. Awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. Now these nominees: Apex Legends, Destiny 2, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, and Genshin Impact.
They're all great games.
I'm gonna be honest here. Any of these 5 could take it, and I wouldn't be disappointed.
True.
But what are you leaning towards?
I'd say, from my experience, Genshin Impact.
Okay.
Just because I haven't played Destiny 2, but I played Destiny 1. I've played a little bit of Final Fantasy 14. I've played a lot of Fortnite and a lot of Apex. But I don't know, Genshin is just one of those games where I'm looking forward to it in like 2 years. The next like 2 years. Like I know that I'm gonna play in the next 2 years. Even if I'm gonna take a break, maybe for like a couple months, but I'm definitely gonna come back to Genshin Impact, 100%. Because like, it's just the way they set themselves up, where there's gonna be content for the next like 2-3 years. Because like for Fortnite and Apex, like I don't really know where they're going. I just know that there's content, and if it dies, it dies. But with Genshin, like I know that they're gonna like release a lot more content, and for me, like it's just I can just see myself playing it for a long time.
Interesting. Yeah, now I had I had Fortnite as my vote, but now thinking about ongoing, evolving the player experience, playing the long game, perhaps. For me, this is a tie between Destiny 2 and Genshin Impact. One, because these are the only two that have conventional platinum trophies. And two, I've spent it's just they just have these massive story-driven expansions. I'm sure Final Fantasy XIV does, but I don't know Final Fantasy XIV.
Yeah.
But Destiny 2 and Genshin Impact both have massive story-driven expansions that come out every once in a while. This February, there was the Witch Queen, and I think next March they're gonna have Lightfall, which is, it's a massive cyberpunk-esque expansion for Destiny 2. I'm torn between these two games, but evolving the player experience over time, I'm gonna be honest here. My vote for best ongoing goes to Destiny 2. Destiny 2, it's just, they offer a lot with each expansion. In terms of evolution, undoubtedly, they expand the lore, they expand, they expand new possibilities, for combat and whatever. Just imagine if Genshin Impact had a PvP mode. That would be a game changer. But I've played the Injustice mobile game. PvP
Just
gacha
mobile.
games, they're a little tough, because everybody's got everything. Just one swipe with the credit card, you got the whole joint. But Destiny 2, same could be said for Destiny 2 as well. But for overall outstanding ongoing content, my vote is for Destiny 2. And that's
Oh, so I know there actually is. I actually found out there's an esport for Genshin Impact.
Really?
Yeah. That's out like I think a week ago. Basically, how it works, like Spalbus, right?
Yes.
They basically they have a draft. There's bans and picks. Oh, I banned this guy, so nobody can use it. And you draft I want to use this guy, and then they just compete on how fast and how far they can get into Spalbus
Interesting.
with the players they drafted or with the characters they drafted. It's pretty interesting.
That's interesting. That is interesting. They do some interesting wagers and whatever. Reminds me of when we played Godfall, the Tower of Trials type thing. It just reminded me of that. But interesting. You just keep taking W's, Hoyoverse. Have you followed up on the two new Hoyoverse games that are being developed?
No, like what? Zenless Zone Zero and what's the other one?
We saw this at the Game Awards last year. I don't remember much of it, but Honkai Star Rail.
Yeah, I haven't really kept up.
Nothing much from there. It's just been Genshin. All sorts of Genshin. Okay, next category. Games for Impact. This one, we just can't figure out at face value. It's just one guess and go. Maybe we'll read the background of the game, and based on the background, we'll probably vote for this. But this you can't really. You have to play the game to understand this.
I don't know any of these games.
But Games for Impact for a thought-provoking game with a pro-social meaning or message.
I mean, I feel like the one game I would think that has game impact is I literally just had it in my head. Crap! It's the one where it's purple. It's like the emo girl.
Oh,
What is it called? I literally just had it in my head.
the evil girl, the purple. Is it like a night,
Emo.
like a city type thing?
What is it called?
I don't remember.
Blue hair and the little sound effects, and then this change will affect your thingy.
I think we saw that at the Game Awards
And then-
last year. I don't.
No.
remember.
It's like a really old game. It's
Oh really?
God. No, I got
Blue hair?
No, it's like a strand of blue hair. I literally just had it in my head, bro. Will have consequences. Yeah, it's from Life is Strange.
Oh, Life is Strange. Yeah.
Life is Strange.
Yeah, I know
Life is
that game.
Strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like the first thing that came to my mind was Life is Strange. I don't know why. It just had. It was in my mind.
Yeah, blue hair.
It's just a strand of blue hair, right?
Yeah,
One of the characters
I
with
remember a blue hair girl.
Life is Strange.
But yeah, interesting. I do remember that game. It was my 20-something, 18 teens platinum trophy. I don't remember. Way back when, back in 2017. But the games, A Memoir Blue, As Dusk Falls, Citizen Sleeper, Endling, Extinction is Forever, Hindsight, and I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. Let's read the synopsis for these games, and hopefully, what does
Oh, it's an Annapurna. Attractive. Annapurna is like Neon White and Stray. The developers are the same publishers.
Okay, what does Steam say? A song from years ago triggers a flood of memories for champion swimmer Miriam. Embark on an evocative journey through her turbulent childhood and the complicated relationship she shared with her devoted mother. Okay. And this is... Oh, what does the official developer say? A Memoir Blue is an interactive poem about a superstar athlete and the all-encompassing love between mother and daughter. A unique aesthetic combining hand-drawn and 3D art brings Miriam's magical realist journey to life as she swims into the depths of her memories. A series of gameplay vignettes blends sacrifice and heartbreak with victory and pride as she reconnects with her inner child and deepens the love she shares with her mother. Okay, cool. As Dusk Falls, we saw the accessibility stuff earlier, but we don't know what the game is. Oops. Ooh, As Dusk Falls includes playable situations related to intense violence, family conflict, mental health, suicide, and other mature
Suicide?
themes.
Oh!
Okay, let me just input my thing here.
Whoa! Your date of birth!
As Dusk Falls is an original interactive drama from Interior Night that explores the entangled lives of two families across 30 years. Starting in 1998 with a robbery gone wrong in small-town Arizona, the choices you make have a powerful impact on the characters' lives. In this uncompromising story of betrayal, sacrifice, and resilience drive the lives and relationships of multiple characters in a decade-spanning story told across two intense books.
Whoa. Loki just might watch a playthrough, like a story explained.
Ooh, look at that. Independent game studio headed by Caroline Marshall, former lead game designer for Heavy Rain, and Beyond Two Souls.
Heavy Rain.
Heavy Rain, platinum trophy number
That might
47.
that might be a sign, Rico.
To play this?
Buy it now, man. Yeah.
Heavy Rain.
Oh wait, is it Xbox exclusive?
I think so.
Ah, never mind then. The hell. Yeah.
Platforms, Xbox Cloud. Very funny. Xbox and Windows.
That's what we haven't heard about this game. I feel like if it was on a PlayStation, we would definitely hear about this game.
Citizen Sleeper. We're gonna read the quick synopsis.
Dude, all these games have like 9 out of 10, 5 out of 5. Crazy.
Role-playing in the ruins of interplanetary capitalism. Live the life of an escaped worker washed up on a lawless station at the edge of an interstellar society. Inspired by the flexibility and freedom of TTRPGs, explore the station, choose your friends, escape your past, and change your future. Okay, do we have other synopses on this. Okay, live the life of an escaped worker. Oh, didn't I just read this on Steam? It's the same description. Okay. Interesting. Endling, extinction is forever.
Ending game.
Okay. Ooh, come on. As the last mother on Earth, or as the last mother fox on Earth, your cubs need all your care to survive in a merciless world that slowly destroys itself. You have to help them, teach them, and save them. And you should never forget that extinction is forever. That's an intense description.
Yeah.
Yeah. Experience what life would be like in a world ravaged by mankind through the eyes of the last fox on Earth in this eco-conscious adventure. Whoa. Explore Endling's 3D side-scrolling world and defend your cubs. 3 tiny and defenseless furballs. Feed them. Watch them grow level after level. Notice their unique personalities and fears, and most importantly, help them survive. I feel like John Anik right now.
Yeah, those are some intense descriptions on how weak your
Hindsight.
cubs are.
Hindsight game.
What was it? 8 out of 10.
Hmm.
It's like kind of lower views.
Not much.
for
Not many
compared to
reviews.
the other game.
What if the physical objects of everyday life, the possessions we hold close, were actual windows to the past? Peer into distant memories and unseen futures in hindsight. Any descriptions? What does Destructoid say? In hindsight, you play as a woman named Mary, traveling through her memories as she recounts her relationship with her parents, her mother in particular. The two have a somewhat strained relationship, wherein Mary's mother is controlling, which is often at odds with Mary acting like a normal kid. Okay. And finally, I was a teenage exocolonist. Well, whatever. Okay, what does Steam say? Spend your teenage years on an alien planet in this narrative RPG with card-based battles. Explore, grow up, and fall in love. The choices you make and skills you master over 10 years will determine the course of your life and the survival of your colony. Okay. Interesting.
This feels like a, I don't know. Iran.
Okay, the official website says, spend your teenage years on an alien planet in this narrative deck-building RPG with a time loop twist. Explore, grow, and fall in love over and over. I read this on Steam, man. Dateable characters. Poker rules. What is this? Poke that manticore. Speak out against animal cruelty. Go work out instead? Question mark?
This is kind of cringy, bro.
This is interesting. It got overwhelmingly positive reviews on Steam, though. This card building thing is a little interesting. Okay, based on those brief synopses, what's your pick?
I guess my pick is As Dusk Falls. Seems like a game that is really interesting. It has, I feel like I like games with like really heavy topics
Okay.
because it makes it interesting. So I think my pick is As Dusk Falls. It seems like it's a game I would play. I feel like if it was on PlayStation, like it would be on my radar.
Okay.
This is Xbox, like I think same as you. Like since we don't have Xboxes, we just didn't really know about this game.
Okay. And again, based on just superficial knowledge from what we've read, My vote for Games for Impact, it's gonna be, I think, Endling Extinction is Forever. Because I think that game talks about the idea that there is no such thing as permanence. Nothing is permanent. They said extinction is forever. And, it'd be interesting to see how they explore that with nature, with these foxes, and, giving me some Wall-E vibes about how humankind just destroys the planet and whatever. So I just picked that, I'm sure these all have great meaning to them. Maybe not the teenage exocolonist, because presents itself a little weird. But next category, best performance. Now this I definitely can't judge without playing the game. Awarded to an individual for voiceover acting, motion, and/or performance capture. We have Ashley Birch in Horizon Forbidden West, Charlotte McBurney in a Plague Tale Requiem, Christopher Judge in God of War Ragnarok, Manon Gage in Immortality, and Sonny Suljic in God of War Ragnarok. Now, Sony Santa Monica Studios must be doing something right if they have 2 nominees from the same game. We have 2 from God of War Ragnarok. Do you have any opinions on any of these voice actors?
I know that Ashley Birch. Oh my gosh, my voice. I know that Ashley Birch is like a goated voice actor, because like she has voiced many thingies, a bunch of movies, TV shows. She's voiced like a lot of stuff. I think you would probably know her from she actually voiced Tiny Tina in the Borderlands.
Yes.
Borderlands series. There's a voice like let me check actually. What game?
Yeah, I remember as Aloy from the Horizon. If you know the game The Outer Worlds, she played one of the companions, Parvati.
She's Viper from Valorant.
Really?
She's Viper. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Right? Viper.
That's
Sick.
interesting.
She's a Kate Bishop in Marvel's Avengers.
Okay. Haven't played that game in 2 years and counting.
Aloy.
But yeah, she's got a ton of credits. Lots of
Yeah,
voice
she
credits.
it's called, is a goated voice actor. But I know that Christopher Judge does a really great job doing Kratos in God of War.
Yeah.
Bro's voice is perfect for that role. So I mean, I don't really know about the other 3. I know it's like, isn't Sonny the son of Kratos?
Atreus, yes.
Yeah, Atreus, yeah. I just know that. I don't know who actually, or not actually, Charlotte McBurney and Manon Gage. I don't really know who they are. Maybe I do know, I don't know. His name's Charlotte.
Charlotte McBurney.
Yeah, she's only done Plague Tale stuff. I don't really know. I mean, this is based on performance like from their video games. So like Horizon Midwest, I haven't really played. I literally played none of these games. But honestly, I just have to give it to Ashley Birch, just because she's goated.
Okay.
Good voice actor. Christopher Judge, close second, but I just haven't played the God of War series yet, so.
I think for these roles in particular, and again, I'm gonna eliminate Plague Tale Requiem and Immortality. Charlotte McBurney, Manon Gage. I'm sure you're great. I just don't know who you guys are yet. But I'll probably find out in due time. But I think I played Horizon Zero Dawn. Ashley Birch did kind kind of suited that role as Aloy pretty well. However, my vote for best performance goes to Christopher Judge in God of War Ragnarok, because I think, from what I've heard, he has this unique voice that caters to, basically, when he started God of War back in 2018, is basically kind of reinventing Kratos as an old sage / father figure / war veteran. And I think Christopher Judge channeled that energy throughout the whole game. And it's that reinvention that led me to pick him as my vote for best performance. So
Valid. I feel like if I did play the God of War games, I would have a different opinion. But since I haven't played it, I'll just pick Ashley first.
yeah, we gotta play these games. These are tempting me.
Yeah.
Next category. Best. Oh, this one. Wow. I mean, you gotta play these games to know. Best audio design. Recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. We have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Gran Turismo 7, and Horizon Forbidden West. What do you have?
100% Elden Ring.
100% Elden Ring?
Played, and Elden Ring. The OST, goated, bro. Like, I just feel so immersed in the world whenever I enter a new zone playing. Goated.
I mean, all of these are great games, but if we're talking audio design, if we're talking functional audio, then honestly, I think there's only one pick for me here, undoubtedly. In a game that totally emphasizes awareness and tactics and hearing things, I think you know what I'm going to pick. My vote for best audio design goes to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And again, I think Activision does a good job at catering to audio design and whatnot. I played Call of Duty Vanguard a few months ago. It was immersive. I knew where people are. The firefights were satisfying. What more can you ask for? I'm sure they do the same in Modern Warfare 2. Not to say that not to discredit these, but in terms of functional audio, and OSTs, you could make a whole separate podcast episodes about soundtracks. But in terms of functional audio, I'll just give it to Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. So, those are votes. Our votes were casted. Next, we're in the top 5 now. Best score and music. This one I have no say in. For outstanding music inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. We have A Plague Tale Requiem, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok. For PG purposes, I'm just going to call this metal. And Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Do you have any idea?
100% Elden Ring. Like I said, I guess I kind of mixed up audio design and score and music, but I still think that Elden Ring has a really good audio design and score and music. And so I think Elden Ring. But my friend, he's a big Xenoblade 3 fan. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, and he's been showing me like all these OSTs and music from Xenoblade 3, and they're really good. They're pretty much like kind of on par with Persona music. So, I mean, since I've played Elden Ring, I'll give it to Elden Ring, but it would have changed if I did play Xenoblade 3 earlier, but I haven't played it yet. Not yet.
Okay.
I'm planning to play it, though. Not sure when, though. But I'm giving my vote to Elden Ring.
Elden Ring, got it. So, actually, this metal game, this, I think, is a rhythm game.
Really?
I think it is. Metal. HE double hockey sticks. Singer is a
Whoa,
rhythmic
10 out of 10.
first-person shooter.
That's interesting. Can I like see the trailer gameplay?
Let's see. Let's do.
It's not copyrighted, right?
I don't think so.
No way they would have rhythm game copyrighted, bro. You wanna play?
I tell you, it takes a lot of rage to stare across 8 realms of hell, an ocean of demons, into the eyes of the Red Judge and still think, I'm coming for you.
Oh, this reminds me of Triple
Her guns were the drums of hell. Me? I'm just a fan. I'm still here holding on. Let this fight break, let this fortune last. It's all beyond this age. It's all
I'm getting Doom vibes.
Yeah.
you always know the truth, but never knew it all. Never knew it all. Just wanna take
It seems to be pretty interesting. I just don't like. I'm not a big fan of metal, but you know I can appreciate how they feel that.
Oh shoot! These are the performers.
It seems like there's like they just got a bunch of metal band like. Oh yeah, Bill listeners. Do I know any of these guys? I don't. Yeah, I don't really know much about metal.
Okay. Outstanding music. You know what? Let's watch a quick Elden Ring clip. If the vibes are good, I'll just vote for Elden Ring. Elden Ring OST. Alright.
Whatever the boss fight did, I just feel so hyped.
Yeah, the vibes are nice. My vote for best score in music goes to Elden Ring.
Big buggers.
Next. Best art direction. For outstanding creative and/or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. Oh, dude, Scorn is creepy. Oh my gosh. Have you seen gameplay?
No.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know if it's fit to show on YouTube. Scorn game.
Really that bad?
It's
Or not
just
bad, but like.
it's just
Oh, that's demonic, bro.
that's what I'm saying.
It looks like I'll get cursed if I play that game, dude. I mean, like I've only really played Elden Ring, but I've seen like the mocap for like God of War. I think the first one,
Yeah?
and that actually looks really interesting. The mocap and shit like that. I just honestly I just feel like mocap in general is really interesting. I've definitely considered like getting like kind of going into that as a career, like a mocap stuff. At least learning about it because it looks really interesting.
Okay.
But I feel like my vote is probably Elden Ring because I played it. I mean, Stray, I don't know like how they technically did it, like on the technical side, but I think like Elden Ring because I love its design and it like the design of Elden Ring.
Yeah, Elden Ring is colorful. And a lot of the places have their own kind of color and aesthetic to them, right? It's
Yeah.
pretty individualistic. So as gory and as uncomfortable and as outstanding Scorn is, I think ultimately my vote for best art direction goes to Elden Ring. It's just so colorful, so diverse, all of the above. And next category, top 3. Oh, this one was weird. I talked to my friend Kyle about this. Best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. Cannot, impossible to know this without being spoiled.
Yeah.
So, nominees, I think all of these have been on here before. Plague Tale Requiem, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Immortality. What are your picks?
I mean, dude, I've only played one of these in Elden Ring, and honestly, dude, like Elden Ring's story it's not bad, but you gotta invest yourself into this, like into the world if you want to know the story. I feel like with the other, like, God of Ragnarok and Forbidden West, like you kind of already know the story, and plus, like, it's pretty like kind of based off story, and it's a story game, so like you're kind of like guided through the story. But with Elden Ring, you're not guided through the story. You gotta like, it's like the story is there. You just gotta put it together yourself. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, I feel like if I played Ragnarok or Forbidden West, my vote would be totally different. Like, 100% not Elden Ring. But I have to give it to Elden Ring because this is the only one I played. The story is not bad. I just had to like put my time and effort to watching a bunch of videos and a bunch of like looking through the lore in order to piece together the story instead of like me being guided through the story. You know what I mean?
Yes. So, I did have the conversation with my friend Kyle about Elden Ring's narrative, and he said, "Well, it's not really a narrative because you gotta piece it together yourself." And honestly, narrative development in a game. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything crazy outstanding with piecing together Elden Ring's narrative. So by default, I think God of War Ragnarok's narrative is not only more direct, but I feel like it's a more powerful narrative. But then again, I know nothing, haven't played either yet, just only seen things. So based on that alone, my vote for best narrative goes to God of War Ragnarok. Yeah, there's my vote. And yours is for Elden Ring. Again, all of these are respectable choices. Horizon Forbidden West, honestly, maybe I would tone that down a little bit, but I don't know. It's just my bias speaking. Immortality and Plague Tale Requiem, have no idea. Let's move on to the second. Best Game Direction. Awarded for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. All 5 of these nominees have appeared before. I'm just going to go through them real quick. Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Immortality, and Stray. You've played... maybe we've said this ad nauseum. You've played Elden Ring and Stray. Which of those 2 do you think has the better direction?
100% Stray. Not Stray, what the heck? Elden Ring.
And why is that?
Elden Ring is goated game, man. Like, the creative vision and the innovation design. Like an open world Dark Souls game, bro. Like, if somebody said that, like, 3 years ago, I'd be like, what are you talking about, man? It's never gonna happen. It's not gonna work out. But they made it work, man. They made it work. So I'm giving it to Elden Ring.
You know, all this talk about immortality, and we have no idea what the game is.
Yeah, that's true. I was about to say that too. I don't really know about
Netflix?
Rehearsal scene 43.
Nah, this is different. Yeah, this doesn't look like...
What? Interactive film? So like Erica.
Oh.
Telling lies, yep. Erica, where's Erica? No, you can't. We're not Immortals Phoenix Rising.
That's a movie / what?
Stray, we see Stray.
Wait, is there a trailer for Immortality or something?
Yeah, let's...
Or is that the one we just saw?
Immortality video game. Oh my gosh. Oh, this. You can put this on a PS5, I think. Yay. I don't know where on a PC you would put this, if I'm being honest with you.
On the motherboard.
Scene 4B, take
Let's
3.
see.
Not two.
It would appear that the recent decision by Warner Brothers to scrap the release rehearsals due to the era specifically not to giggle forwards and backwards at variables may sound reasonably straightforward. I'll turn its sequence off to uncover here. As me selecting the
I'm
win
skipping around to avoid
simplified,
copyright.
there were certainly a handful of memorable occasions when I felt
the review. Go to the end of the thing. So he says the number.
and it's regularly confronted in my mind, but it's likely to linger there for quite a while yet. For more IGN reviews, check out our verdicts on Destroy All Humans.
Oh, see what you're saying?
Retro,
You just kind of
Film
catch me off guard.
Productions,
It's like a movie, but like you play it. The only thing I've gone close to that is the Black Mirror movie. It's like, what's it called? Black Mirror. It's the one about the video game. But I don't know. My vote is Elden Ring.
Your vote is for Elden Ring. You know what? Honestly, as soon as you said open world Dark Souls, I was like, yeah, that is creative, isn't it? That is an outstanding game direction. So you have swayed me, because I didn't have a favorite going into this, but now undoubtedly, my vote for best game direction goes to Elden Ring. And finally, the cornerstone of the entire award ceremony. Game of the year. Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. Nominees, we've seen all of them before, but this is the consummate award for these games. A Plague Tale Requiem, Elden Ring, God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West, Stray, and Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Who takes Game of the Year?
My vote for Game of the Year is Sam Nappy. When the sun. No, okay, but seriously, my Game of the Year, hands down, Elden Ring. Because I've played Elden Ring the most. I haven't even finished it yet, though. I ain't gonna lie. But I got like really far. I'm like literally in like 90%. I just haven't finished like the last couple bosses. But I've played a decent amount, and I can tell you that Elden Ring is very great. Very good. Yeah. But if I honestly like, all these games are great. If I've played any, like, if I finish any of these games, my vote would be definitely different. But right now, I have to go with Elden Ring.
I mean, not a question. Not a question for me. Seen comments all across the internet saying Elden Ring sweeps every category. Except for narrative, I would say. But I think, and then everybody a lot of people across the internet say it's a competition between God of War Ragnarok and Elden Ring. But the consummate video game of 2022, my vote for Game of the Year, a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. My vote, I am on team Elden Ring. Elden Ring, my vote for Game of the Year. And honestly, I will take that I will only let God of War Ragnarok take that over Elden Ring. Both kind of trailblazers in their own right. Well, actually, Elden Ring more. God of War Ragnarok, yeah. But, you know. Video games, you know? Video games. We love video games. Video games are a huge part of our lives. But you know, our attitude towards video games are different. You like to bounce around from game to game. You like to play a lot of games. I'm a trophy hunter, so I do bounce around from game to game. But my catalog is so long that I probably won't see these games, with maybe the exception of Elden Ring, until at least a year from now. But, you know, as much as I don't get to play video games as often as I want to, you know, I am clutching onto my PC and my PS5. Although I will take trades for a disc PS5, the offer is out there. But yeah, Game Awards nominations. We casted all 31 of our votes. How do you feel about going through these nominees?
I guess like my only regret is not playing any or most of these games.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I played most of these games, I would have definitely had better insight and better, I guess just better opinions. But overall, you know, it was a great year for video games. You know, Elden Ring, very good. Ragnarok, very good. Lumingkewas, very good. A lot of good indie games too. I'd say pretty good year for video games.
I agree, and that's a good note to end our discussion. That's our stream. Anything you want to plug before we do our thing?
You know, follow me on YouTube, Critico. Follow me on, I don't know, Discord. I don't know. And yeah, you know, keep the vibes high.
Okay, nice closing statement. Okay, so we just did the Game Awards nominees. We reviewed them. Game Awards. It will be Thursday, the 8th of December, 2022. Pre-show starts at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So I will absolutely mark that date on the calendar. And I know you have arrangements to watch the Game Awards with some other people, which I think is cool. You know, inviting people to watch award ceremonies, I think that's cool. You can go ahead and do that. Starting tomorrow, I will play. I will start Wolfenstein: The New Order, and we'll see how long it takes to complete that. Not complete as in platinum trophy, just campaign.
Play through.
And we'll play through that, and then once that is done, we're moving on to my projected 96th platinum trophy, number 6 of the Big 10. Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus contains one of the hardest game modes in all of gaming, and I'm here for the challenge. So, with that said, YouTube, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.